I have a face now. So, now I'm going to be recording with, my face in the background. Ignore how shaky my hand is. I don't know why that's happening. But today we are going to do Sam Does Art's Pause Challenge. I am more of a intermediate beginner artist, more leaning towards beginner, I think. I'm not entirely sure. I don't know where I would put myself, so we're just gonna say beginner to play it safe. But let's not waste any time, let's get right into it. So, first up we have our skin tones, and we roll, and then we got a dark skin tone, which should be pretty easy. I kind of was hoping for a more exotic skin tone, but that's fine. Oh, and then we got some robes. Okay, that I can deal with that. I can work with that. And then for eyes, we got some nice innocent looking eyes. Okay, I'm kind of getting like an innocent vibe from this character so far. Kind of a hero vibe. Oh, a ponytail. Okay. I don't really have any comments on that. Red eyes. Ooh, okay, so maybe not an innocent character. I'm not really sure. I think I'm gonna do a male character. Wings. Ooh, okay. So I'm getting kind of fallen angel type vibes. That's what I'm getting from this. Okay, and then we got a little burb at the end. That's so cute. I love that. Here's some credit for the art that I got inspired by. For a reference, you can see me sketching over the photo, and that is why I try my best to give credit where it's due. So that's what I do. So you can see me adding my own elements to the story, so it's my own original artwork. This piece was actually really hard to do because I actually did, so I did this during art block because it's a pause challenge, so you're supposed to do it to get out of art block, or it's kind of a fun challenge to do, right? And it's something to help inspire you, right? And so I did it to try and get out of art block, and so, I did it to help get out of art block, right? And so I was in art block, meaning that everything that I drew looked really, really bad. So it looked really, really crappy at first, but I managed to get it looking somewhat decent. But as difficult as this piece was to do, it was a lot of fun to draw, so it was fun. So at least I got some fun out of it. But I did a kind of fallen angel type thing because I felt like it fit the vibe, like red eyes, kind of wings, like a robe type thing. Like I felt like it all fit together with fallen angel, so that's what I decided to draw. I've heard that Sam Does Art doesn't like clean line art, but I am doing clean line art in this sketch like right now, so I hope you like this even though I do clean line art. If you even see this, if you do see this, please react to this. I would love to see your opinion on it, and I would love for you to tell me how to improve because I desperately need more criticism on my work. More kind criticism. I do not need any rude criticism. I do not need any roasting because that will not help me at all. But the story behind this piece is I'm kind of getting like he was a kind of innocent person. That's what I'm getting. He was a fake innocent. That's what I'm getting. He's pretending to be innocent. That's what I'm getting based off his eyes because they were more innocent, right? And he was deceiving everybody into thinking that he was this good person, and then they found him out, and then they cast him from heaven and he fell down into hell. That's kind of what this whole thing is about. It's kind of a darker piece, but you know, whatever. This is just what I came up with. So now you can see me coloring the piece and working on it. So the colors actually worked pretty well together. I had a lot of trouble coloring the wings at first because I didn't know what colors to color them to make them stand out from the rest of the drawing. Originally they blended in too well with the clothes, and so there wasn't enough contrast. But I managed to fix that problem eventually, so. Also, I had someone ask me what kind of app I use. I use Ibis Paint because I'm broke and I don't know, I don't have any money to spend on other apps, so I just use Ibis Paint. I used to use Metabang Paint, which also works perfectly fine. Though that one is a little bit more annoying to use. I think Ibis Paint works better, and it's more popular, so there's probably going to be more like updates and stuff, but whatever. So backgrounds are actually my worst enemy, and I hate them so much because I am horrible at drawing backgrounds. So most of the time whenever I do draw a background, it's blurry and out of focus, and it's just kind of blobs. So that's kind of what I did for this one. Not that I'm on the background yet, but what I did for this one is I just kind of added some spikes in the background for like the indicator of, you know, hell, and I added some contrast with a nice color in the background. I'm not sure if it worked well. I'm not an expert on backgrounds. I never claimed to be. I'm not good at them. I'm never going to claim to be good at them because I suck at doing backgrounds, but you know, whatever. Anyway, that is the final product of our drawing, and so it is not Samda's art level, but it's not too bad. Now we're doing another one because I like to torture myself. I lost some footage, but we got a pale skin tone here. And then for clothes, we got some kind of punk type outfit. And then what's up next? We got eyes. And then we got some really scary eyes in this one. I really like this one. And then for the hair, we got some really innocent hair. We got some like a bow. We got long, flowy kind of bow in the hair, kind of like little kid. And then we got some like white blind eyes. I think that's what it is. Not quite sure. And then for accessories, we got demon horns and claws. So this was all kind of going together to make like a punk girl. Like, in my head, it was all coming together, but it was not coming together on the painting, so this was my first attempt, and I'm still working on the redraw, so I'll get back to you guys when I have that speed paint. Hello, I'm back. I finished the time lapse. It took me about 30 minutes because I just had to recolor it. So, basically, I finished the coloring process, and so now I'm just going to show you the full process of me doing it. This time I didn't use a reference, so it probably turned out worse, but you know, we gotta do some crappy drawing sometimes. So what I'm getting at for this character, they're a demon, right? But they're also I'm getting rebellious teenager vibes. That's what I'm getting from them. I'm getting rebellious teenager vibes. And so I'm thinking maybe they're like a runaway from their family, like their demon family. I don't know if they have demon families, but maybe in this version of hell they do, in this mythical world I've created. So anyways, I did a more basic pose for this one because I decided, you know, more basic the better for this one, because it was just, I just needed to portray her sassiness, kind of. I just needed to portray her personality through her pose. I didn't really need to get into the technicality of it. But basically what I did is I colored the first piece. I did the whole first piece, and then I decided I didn't like it, and then I traced over the first piece, and then I recolored the entire thing. So basically that's what I did. I traced over my own work, not somebody else's. Don't worry. Do not trace over anybody else's work. That is illegal. That is infringement. That is not good. Not good. Don't do that. But tracing over your own work is okay because it's your own work. It's not infringing on any rights of the work because, you know, it's your own work. You have all the rights to it, so it's not that big of a deal if you trace your own work. So I traced my own work just to redo it without redoing the entire thing because I'm lazy. So now I'm going to tell you guys that this setup is going to be the norm from now on. I'm no longer going to do voicing over of my speed paints. That's simply because this is just a new setup. This is something I like. I just got a tripod, so I just got something new equipment, new stuff that I wanted to try out. So if you guys like this better, let me know. If you guys like the old setup better, also let me know. Let me know if I wasted my money. But back to the drawing. So you can see me working on the old drawing right now. And so the old drawing, as you can see, is kind of garbage. So, I hate talking about my work badly because I know it's all a process and I know I'm still in the process of getting better at my work and stuff, but it's just my work sometimes looks really bad when I'm in art block. So, it looks kind of crappy. I'm just gonna say it outright. It looks kind of crappy, but it's not too bad. It's not the worst. So, I had to redo it because I didn't feel proud of it, and so I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna redo it. I waited until today. I waited an entire day to redo it because I knew that if I tried to redo it in the same day, it was gonna turn out the same level of garbage because that's how my artwork works. Artwork works. Jeez, that is a tongue twister. My artwork is going to be consistent throughout the day. So if I have a really good artwork one day, then it's probably going to be a really good art day for me. If I have a really bad artwork one day, then it's probably not going to be a good art day for me. Some days I just have bad art days, and some days I have good art days. Sometimes it just depends on the day whether I'm good at art. It really just depends. It's just like sometimes it's not even based on skill, sometimes it's just based on luck. And it's like, so that's how it is, but sometimes it's just sometimes I get burnt out and tired, and art is not something that comes easily to me. But I'm still not too proud of this piece even after I redrew it, but it's not too bad. Like I said, it's not horrible, but I wish it could have been better. So, I'm not too proud of it, but I'm still going to post it online. And this is the final product that came out of it. I don't know where on screen it's gonna be, so wherever on screen it is, that's where it is. Either way, you can see it, whatever, it doesn't matter. You can see how I could not be proud of it. So it's not the worst, but it's just something to help get me out of art block that I've been in lately. So I'm probably going to do more writing content soon because I'm reaching the end of my second draft on my story that I'm writing, and I want to talk more about my characters. So if you're interested in that, there is a video coming up on my character Jax soon. Yes, I did steal that from the Amazing Digital Circus. Deal with it. If you enjoyed this video, please go check out any of my other content. It's going to be a little bit different than this, and I'm not going to show my face in any of those videos since this is a new setup. But I am going to have new videos, so subscribe for content like that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.